Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Monday. It's Motorboat Monday, baby. And we actually got some exciting stuff going on here. I'm not joking with you. In about 54 minutes, we can start gambling. We got hockey. Yeah, you heard that right. Hockey is on, and we'll definitely be talking a little bit about the hockey game that happened this week as USA dropped Canada physically. Beat them up in fights, beat them on the scoreboard. How you like me now? I think the USA hockey team did more damage this weekend than Kendrick Lamar did to Drake.
John, did you watch that hockey game?
Man, sadly, I did not.
Oh.
But I found all the crazy stuff on Twitter, and it was amazing. And I watched all the highlights on every damn show, and I went down the hockey rabbit hole, and holy moly. It was the way they just started fighting right off the jump, man. You boo our national anthem, our boys are coming to fight. And we're going to kick your ass. How you like me now? Now, the weird thing is, and Dacus, since you are into the hockey, you can maybe help me out right here before you bounce. Canada plays Finland today.
Correct.
Canada beats Finland. They get to play us again if we beat Sweden tonight.
Correct.
In Boston.
In Boston.
See, I want some more of that action.
It's going down.
This is what I want. I want this. Now, today, the USA team's only minus 190. Did you see that?
I did not look at the odds now.
I did, and I was thinking to myself, I really thought they would be a bigger...
well, I'm sure it's that because they've already punched their ticket to the final, so they can rest today. I mean, this game does not matter for Team USA.
Ooh, see, I did not know that. You can throw out the B squad. See, this is why we got Bryant Dacus around here, damn it. If you need small Division II basketball information, if you need hockey info... If you want also just great radio 3 to 6 with him and Brett Norsworthy, Dacus.
Thank you.
Oh, and sorry about bothering you at 2 a.m. this weekend.
Very good.
I had to. I met the biggest fan of Jay Morgan in the history of the world, like ever. And if y'all don't remember Jay, you are new to the program, but he used to be a producer here. Very, very funny guy. They say I picked on him. I didn't.
Hey, John, he won't do it, but I will. You can reach him at Bryant_Dacus on the X.
On the X. Thank you. Yeah. But, man, this lady came up to me out of the blue and asked me if I was Johnny Radio, and I was like, damn. Like, yeah, how you know who I am? Like, I'm on the radio. I forget you can see the YouTube and Twitter and all that good stuff. And she was like, you were mean to Jay Morgan. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I love him. She wanted his number. I think she wants his child. Whew. Dude. Wild stuff in this world. Wild, wild weekend. And we got also a lot of basketball to talk about. So we talked a little USA hockey because USA kicks ass. The NBA All-Star game was terrible. Terrible. Like, I don't even know what that was. It was more of a show where Kevin Hart was uncomfortably close to a lot of men's junk. Like, eye level with Shaq's junk, like, right there. I just, that would be uncomfortable. Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm like, damn. In fact, I just realized if you are into the LPL, Kevin Hart could probably be a part of the LPL. He is tiny. The All-Star game was terrible. Mac McClung, I guess I owe you an apology. I take it I got my homie Jake Crane on the oh man, my buddy Jake Crane. I don't know if y'all know. Crane & Company, best sports show around. I love it. He's the metaphor king that is Jake Crane. He drops analogies like you wouldn't believe. My man is just quick-witted. He drops retorts like Kendrick Lamar dropped Drake. He is Jake Crane from Crane & Company. How you doing on this Monday, Jake?
Oh, man, just President's Day, it's off. Shout out to the presidents, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, since you brought that up, man, I will tell you one thing. I saw this weekend Canada disrespect the United States, and the United States dropped them gloves and kicked that ass.
Yeah, and then beat them on the ice. Like, at this point, we just own Canada now. It's ours. And after y'all booed the national anthem, at this point, I don't think y'all deserve to be the 51st state. We'll make y'all a territory. How about that? So you want to disrespect the anthem, don't forget, it's like I said, last week, don't forget who swings the big stick. Okay, at any point in time, we could walk in your trap and take over your trap.
Ooh, speaking of big sticks, in a minute, we're going to talk about the Big Ten, SEC, and some of the things that are coming around the corner with college football. But I got to stick kind of into the USA situation, hockey and All-Star Weekend. Compare the hockey to the NBA or NFL. It is an embarrassment. The NBA All-Star Weekend has become absolutely nothing. I mean, I remember Kobe Bryant back in the day guarding LeBron James 94 feet and blocking his shot. Like, they went out there and All-Star Weekend was fun. Now it is absolutely a joke.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't even know it was really happening, and I do a sports show for a living. Nobody cares. The only thing that people care about in the NBA is the trades and if a white guy's going to win the dunk contest. That's all they got. I mean, even Draymond Green's out there, and he's telling the truth. It's just boring. There's no physicality. Just dribble down, shoot a three, make it or miss it. But I think that the All-Star Weekend kind of encapsulates what's been the downfall of the NBA, and it's multiple things. People try and point at one thing. Oh, it's the political angle, or oh, it's gameplay. It's everything. It's everything in one, because that's what it takes to take down what has been one of the most popular sports entities, that we have, and now it's just an afterthought. I mean, I'd much rather watch the United States play Canada than watch anything that has to do with the NBA right now. That's why I've came up with the decision that we need to just sell the NBA to China, take them over there, they can keep the mascots, and start over from scratch.
Jay Crane.
Johnny Radio, we owe China like $740 billion. So my thing is, all right, half of that, the NBA costs at least half of that. So you cut it in half, and then obviously we know what happened with the epidemic. So we'll just call it even.
I did, dude. Jake, man, doing the best sports show, period, and also solving the world's problems and fixing our financial issues that are going on in the country. I absolutely
the Hong Kong
love it.
Knicks, y'all can have them.
The Hong Kong Knicks. Jake, also speaking of like the whole all-star situation, you kind of look at everything that's going around in sports. Quietly underneath all the stuff that was going on this weekend that everybody was loud out either loving or hating was the SEC and baseball across the country kind of opened up. And I know you love Auburn. There was a story this weekend from Cade Ballou. A man lost his mother right before the game. I can't even imagine, plays in the game and hits a home run for her. Like, if that didn't bring you a little teary-eyed, I don't know what will. And just speaking of Auburn, that situation happens, and then Bruce Pearl takes his boys to Tuscaloosa and leads from wire to wire and beats Alabama, number 2. Damn good weekend for Auburn.
And Auburn got a commitment from, who I think is the best junior college player, Abdul Bashir, who's dropping like 30 a game right now at 6'7", and can play the wing or the 2. No, first off, the Cade Ballou story is just, it's hard not to be romantic about sports, but baseball individually, and to lose your mom at 7:15 in the morning, decide to play, and then hit a home run on opening day. You can, I'm sure people out there listening have, different beliefs and different faiths, but it's hard not to think that something greater is going on, and it's just another way that sports can elevate everyone, and it was just a really cool story, and it's more. Some things are more important than wins and losses, but it was just very it was incredible to see that, and obviously it's a tough time for that family, but I was glad obviously I could bring them a little bit of joy and a little bit of peace as the Amber Alert's going on my phone right now. I hope they find whoever did it. But no, as far as the basketball team, I was shocked, Johnny Radio. I was shocked. Not just that Auburn won, because Tuscaloosa is a really tough place to play. There's a ton on the line. Alabama's a really good basketball team. And Auburn, not that they had fallen off, they just hadn't been playing their best ball, but to lead wire to wire and to be able to punch back every single time. It reminded me of the way Auburn looked earlier in the year. When they went and they beat Houston basically at Houston and then ran through Maui, and beat some really good teams up there, and had really solidified themselves at the top. It was just about a perfect performance. I mean, Auburn played the game at their pace. Janai Broome came out, was hot early, and when that happened, it just opens up so much for everybody else. But it's a huge win for Auburn. And now whether you're Alabama that's got to go to Missouri or you're Auburn that's going to host Arkansas both on Wednesday, you got to be able to move on from big games. I was always, when I was coaching, I was more worried about getting our guys back up after a big win than I was after a tough loss, because after a tough loss, you want to go back out there and show people that was just a fluke. After a big win, everybody's patting you on the back. You instantly look better at the bar. It's just it's a tough thing. It's tougher than I think a lot of people realize. But that was a heck of a weekend for Auburn athletics and for Auburn basketball. I mean, you handle business over these next couple games. I don't see how you don't have that number 1 overall seed locked up.
I will say one thing. Bruce Pearl decided early he's just going to run Alabama off that three-point line, and he was extremely successful. I thought there was some people out there who were dropping a little analysis of that basketball game, made, I think, some very, very, poor comments, basically just not even, well, if Alabama just would have shot better from the three-point line. I mean, 19% for the game, that's not Alabama basketball. And Auburn making 40%, that's the difference. Now, I really thought it was just basically Auburn came out there and instilled their will, their pace, and again, they would not let Alabama pull up from three and ran them off the line the whole day. And Alabama couldn't figure out anything to do.
No, and look, I mean, is Alabama going to shoot that bad all the time? No, but a lot of it was because of the defense. I mean, two things can be true at once. I mean, Alabama had a bad shooting night, but a lot of that was caused by Auburn. And as good as Denver Jones was on offense, I mean, he locked up Mark Sears and threw away the key. I know Sears ended up with 18, but it was a very quiet.
8 of those points came from the free throw line, I believe.
For sure, which, I mean, he does an incredible job of getting there, and I think he gets one of the best whistles of anybody in college basketball. But I was surprised to see Alabama stay with the drop coverage on defense. If you don't know what drop coverage is, it's basically going underneath screens and then kind of letting guys, work inside, like kind of back you down a little bit. I was surprised they didn't adjust. Not that, it was a bad idea to start, but once you realize something isn't working, typically you change it, and Auburn was able to take advantage, whether that was, pulling up from three, whether that was being able to drive off the pick or then hit the roll guy off the pick and roll. I mean, Auburn had everything working, and, everybody contributed. Look how many guys scored double-digit points.
Oh, my God. I think it was like 5, 6 of them, something ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing that, it's tough to – but that's what Auburn does. I mean, everybody looks in Janai. He may win Player of the Year. I mean, everybody's, just glazing Cooper flag every chance they get, and he's incredible. But when you look at the numbers Janai puts up, you're like, man, that's good. But you look around, and, I mean, everybody else is dropping like 12, 13, 15. And when you have multiple guys do that, you can't defend you can't double everybody, right? And I think that's Auburn's probably biggest strength, is their versatility from the scoring standpoint on offense.
Right now, the SEC, we always think football. It's the best basketball conference in the whole wide world, and there are coaches coming out the wazoo right now. Who's the best? I mean, you look at Bruce Pearl, what he's doing with Auburn. My goodness, Dennis Gates in Missouri. Are you kidding me? Like, how the hell this team is playing out of their mind, and a lot of people are just letting them fly under the radar. They're beating the brakes off of people. They beat Kansas. They went to Florida and beat Florida. Like, they're a great team. Who you got?
You talking about for Coach of the Year?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard with the schedule and this performance and having the number one offense in the history of Ken Pom to not say Bruce Pearl. I mean, 23-10. What are they, 11-1 in the best conference in the history of college basketball from a number standpoint? But if you were going to say, all right, take away the top team, man, it's got to be Dennis Gates. But I think it's either Dennis Gates or Mark Byington from Vanderbilt. I think even though they've dropped a couple, what he's
this
done
weekend against Tennessee, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I mean, but look, if we're sitting here talking about Vandy letting one slip on the road against Tennessee, I think that's an even better compliment for Mark Byington and what he's done at Vandy. But Dennis Gates in Missouri, the turnaround that they've had from last year to this year, and look, they got Bama Wednesday night, and if Bama's going to keep playing drop coverage, Caleb Grill will put up a crooked number on you if you let him get looks, and that whole team can shoot. So I think Dennis Gates has got to be up there with anybody. Hey, by the way, what happened to Ole Miss, man?
Oh, I don't
like
I was there.
That shocked me. That was more shocking than anything.
That broke, you have no idea how disappointing that was because my daughter, they won the national championship in cheerleading, and they were honoring them at halftime. So everybody was there. We were all right there under the basket, the whole game watching it. And Ole Miss came like played first 10 minutes decent, and then Mississippi State just punked them. They didn't have an answer. They couldn't do anything. State dominant. They were clowning. Listen to them on the I'm talking about Mississippi State. They're not their fans. Their players were clowning right there on the sideline. It was an embarrassment.
Yeah, well, and if you'd have told me that Mississippi State won the game, I would have said, all right, well, Ole Miss obviously didn't shoot well, and Hubbard must have went off and had just an incredible game like he did against Bama. I wouldn't have thought a Chris Beard team would have gotten, out physical or out efforted. I think that, and look, I know that's why Chris Beard sent all 5 starters to the media after. I thought it was a good move. I mean, you can say what you want about Chris Beard offensively and this or that, but you don't ever really see his teams get out efforted like that.
No, you really don't. And they didn't have an answer. I mean, it wasn't even close. It made my stomach churn. I was like, I can't believe this is what I'm watching. But yeah, I got to get off of basketball for a minute because I got a very important question. You're going to have to help me out. Big Ten, SEC, about to flex those muscles in 2026. They pretty much have all the control in the world. Are they each going to get, say, 4 automatic qualifiers? Are we expanding to 14, 16? What's coming down the pipe? Can you read the crystal ball?
Yeah, well, it's not going to shock anybody to think that the 2 conferences that hold the most sway are going to get, better benefits.
And
I mean,
control
the rich
of the
get richer
format.
and everything. But here's what I think. I don't think you should have automatic qualifiers or like a number of automatic qualifiers out of a conference because it ebbs and flows, right? Some years the SEC's better, the Big Ten's better, you have somebody come out of nowhere, whatever. Here's what I think the perfect structure is. If we're going to have 12 teams or 14 teams, which I think it's going to go to 14, which I wanted 8. I thought 8 was the perfect number. The only people that should get an automatic qualifier are the winners of the conference championship game of the top 4 conferences, whether that's the SEC, the Big Ten, the ACC, or the Big 12, or the SEC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, and the Mountain West that year, kind of like we saw with Boise. But just because you win your conference doesn't mean you should automatically get a 1 through 4 seed. I just don't think that should be the way it works. You'll have some overlap where if you're like Oregon and you're the number 1 team in the country and you win your conference championship game, well, yeah, you're going to get a bye, but you got a bye because you were the number 1 team in the country. You could have years where 2 Big Ten teams get a bye or 2 SEC teams get a bye or whatever. I'm just not a fan of saying, all right, this conference has to get this amount of teams in each year. I don't think that's the best way to go about it, but I don't think anybody is shocked that the SEC and the Big Ten are going to get, probably more automatic qualifiers in than anybody else.
What do you think, like, right now, like, if you're Brett Yormark, if you're, Jim Phillips, ACC Big 12 commissioners, y'all are I know they're going to be meeting up here soon as well. Like, what do they do? Like, I mean, what can they do? Like, the SEC and the Big Ten have the power. They control the format in 2026. I mean, it basically feels like the only people that even matter are the SEC, the Big Ten, and ESPN with the $1.3 billion that they're paying them.
Yeah, well, the ACC and the Big 12 are kind of like the Canada example I was giving you. Like, what are you going to do? Like, who are you scaring? What are you going to secede? Like, you're not going to do that. You don't have the power, right? And to the victor goes the spoils. So the people that swing the biggest stick are going to make the decisions. And you can cry about it. You can get upset about it. But at the end of the day, man, you've got to capitulate because that's the jungle that you're in. And that's where you're at right now. And I think Yormark's doing everything he can. The ACC, I think's made a bunch of mistakes, but they're trying to correct some of them. But at the end of the day, man, you're not Walmart, bro. You're Jim and Tom's bait shop. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that I wouldn't stop there over Walmart sometimes, but you can't fight Walmart. It's just not going to work. So you just got to kind of take it. I mean, it's I could sit here and lie to you and say that, oh, well, they should take a stand. Well, okay, see how that works out for you.
Jake, what you got coming down the pipe, my friend?
Man, we're so deep in everything right now. College basketball, obviously what's going on with college football, everything in the sports world. It's over at Crane & Company. Just Google us if you listen or watch every weekday. And got a bunch of fun projects coming up as well. I can't wait to share with you guys.
Man, Jake, be blessed. Have a great Monday, and thank you for your time, Holmes.
Hey, appreciate y'all.
That is my man, Jake Crane. Check out Crane and Company. And follow Jake at Jake Crane _ That's CRAIN. And when you go to YouTube, just hit subscribe. Bad Boy pops up every day. They're always dropping something entertaining and interesting. Now, we have to switch gears a little bit, y'all. I got to talk Tigers. Hadn't really talked about them because I got Terry Davis. He's going to have to give me a Care Bear stare because, my goodness, I had a meltdown yesterday. A meltdown. Did Danger get injured? Like, where's Danger? How come Colby Rogers hadn't taken a shot in 16 minutes? Blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm going to be calm. If you want to join the program, if you have any questions for Terry Davis, we're talking Tigers next. Hit us up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line because life's too short for ordinary jewelry. 901-360-8255. TD and the Tigers next on Sports 56. 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director of Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. Did you know there are so many roofing companies in Memphis that I don't even know them all? So that begs the question, which one should you choose? So I thought I'd give you a little background about me. My grandfather was a World War II Marine. My father worked for the University of Memphis for nearly 30 years. My mother, a pianist at Raleigh Baptist Church. Seems like forever. I went to Brownsville Road, Craigmont, and Bartlett High School, class of 81. We support the local school systems, youth athletics, and believe in what St. Jude and Le Bonheur stand for. I'm a Tiger and Grizz fan. The point? Memphis is my home. Fiveash Roofing will be around if you ever have a problem with the service we provide. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical, with deep local ties in our community. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing is what we do. We're here for you.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is Motorboat Monday. Nothing will get you through a Monday like a motorboat. You know what I'm saying, Darian? I just feel that's the truth. Care Bear Stairs help too. Thank goodness we got Terry D. Terry Davis.
See his name? I gave him Bay Area Terry D.
Bay Area out there like chilling like a villain. Oh my goodness, it's early out there. TD's awake. Oh my goodness, I got to check in with my homie. Went out to the All-Star game. Probably didn't watch the Tiger basketball, and I'm trying to get the Care Bear stare. Let's see what TD's up to. Hey, what up, TD?
And I heard you got to ask him about his what was that remote Uber issues, I believe.
That wasn't me. I do not get in driverless cars, man. Yeah, man, it was crazy. You saw the video, man, where the car had an attitude that won't let him in.
What?
It's called Waymo. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I do not get in driverless cars. It's like Uber, but they got driverless cars. It's cool, but not for me.
Yeah, dude, I'm kind of cool. I like to be in control.
Yeah, I do too.
Now, if there was, if I, let's just say I had a little too many, I had a couple cocktails. You know, don't be drinking and driving, folks. Then I think I could definitely handle it. Also, if it was, I would say, had a couple cocktails and couldn't drive, and I'm like, do I trust Chas to get me home safely, or do I trust a driverless car?
I'm not trusting a driverless car.
I would. Well, you haven't ridden with Chas. She's a sweetheart, love her to death, but man, that girl cannot drive. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Ooh, man.
But man, she is sweet. So that's all that
Don't
matters.
matter.
Yeah, but I do have to pray in the car a lot. Now, you're all the way out there on the left coast.
Nope.
You're
I'm
back?
baby. I'm back, baby. I'm a red-eye guy.
Dang, son.
When it was over with, I had to get the hell up out of there. No, I was gone too long.
Man, all right. Well, I got to ask you, true feelings, honest opinion. What did you think of the weekend?
Which weekend? All-Star weekend?
All-Star weekend. We're going to get into the Tigers in a minute, but I just need to know how everything was for you on the left.
In my opinion, the events themselves were really good because, I went to see Yuki them play. I went to see Jaron them play. I went to see the Rising Stars play. Now, those events in themselves was pretty cool. And I do like the new format because one thing about it, people complain just to be complaining sometimes. They actually were more competitive than the last 2 or 3 years.
I don't know, man. I guess, I'm a little baby. I whine and I let my feelings be known. I did not enjoy it because it was more Kevin Hart uncomfortably too close to Shaq's junk. My goodness, I didn't realize he was that tiny.
Yeah, but what they could do, if I had a suggestion for him, I would take Kevin Hart out and I will focus more on the basketball and I will play the 50 on each game and go from there.
What do you think about Draymond Green's comments this weekend, basically?
Man, Draymond just talking crazy because his class is the one that's ruined All-Star Weekend because they don't want to play.
Why is
the last 10 years, right? The last 10 years, those are the ones that are out there playing flag football on a basketball court. But yet, it's still in the summer league, in the summer in gyms with no camera, they play harder than that.
It's kind of crazy.
Pickup ball.
That's the truth. And the other thing is just kind of reminds me, a lot of stuff was, being said about Kobe Bryant this weekend, if you were paying attention to, all kinds of stuff. And, right. And one of the other things, you kind of noticed, man, remember when he picked up, LeBron in the All-Star game, 94 feet, took him down, blocked his shot. You don't see that that was defense. You don't even see defense anymore.
Right, and Jaron, Jaron said he was going to play defense, and the other players looked at him like, "You for real, man? You going to play defense?" Right, and he did it. He actually had a couple of blocks, man. I was shocked. He actually followed through what he did. He wasn't going out there playing Olay defense. He actually wanted to go out there and win. He wanted to win because he's that competitive, and you got to, that says something if you're competitive in a because it wasn't about the money because these guys are getting paid all the money. So you should have some pride in your work ethic.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And the other thing that kind of really surprised me and kind of made me think about just him being selfish. And I'm not, I jokingly sometimes come at LeBron. This did, I think, kind of suck.
That was effed up.
Dude, yeah, Barry, you took somebody's spot, man. That was trash.
Right, and because he didn't need the money because once you're selected to the All-Star game, you automatically get the $25K or whatever they give you. But my thing is, you held up a spot from somebody who may never ever get the opportunity again to be an All-Star, and you knew that you weren't going to play 3, 4, 5 days ago, and you're going to wait till. He didn't do it during the regular media day. He did it day of game media day.
Yep, 2 hours before it felt like, right?
Right. It was 2 hours before the game because his interview was at 3:30, an hour and a half, and the game kicked off at 5.
Man.
That's just crazy. And he go now, I'm not playing.
Yeah, I did not like that at all. And then the other thing that kind of also rubbed me a little bit the wrong way is how he also still made it about him by coming in there, shaking everybody's hand, going around, being the last one to come in the room and dap it. You know what I mean? I was just like, damn, dude, you're not even going to play. You took somebody's spot, but now you want to take a little bit more of other people's limelight.
Yeah, exactly. Because, one thing about I don't think Anthony Davis was there, and he didn't even take the limelight even though he was an All-Star. And he just stayed out because he was hurt. Now, Giannis was there, and he didn't play either, but everyone knew he wasn't going to play because they shut him down, on paper, before the All-Star game. But he showed up and he did the same thing LeBron did. He came right after LeBron, but everybody knew he wasn't going to play to get go from the beginning.
Yeah, I just I didn't like that one. I just didn't like the way that one looked. Now,
but Johnny, I got something else for you.
Ooh, give it to me. Give it to me.
If you ever get a chance to go to see the Clippers play in the Intuit Dome, make a trip. It's worth it. It's one of the best places to go and watch a basketball game. It's cool.
Oh man, thank you for dropping that knowledge. You did have a good weekend, didn't you?
Yeah. And I just hated that the Grizzlies didn't win that game. I wanted them to win that game to shut the Clippers up.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Now, we've talked a little bit. I got to do one quick thing. So Mac McClung, I was the anti-Mac because he's not in the NBA, okay? But damn, dude, like he didn't even miss a dunk this weekend and went absolutely crazy and all that Mac slander I guess I have to apologize for, but I'm still disappointed in the dunk contest because who's he competing against? I need that, like I want Ja Morant so bad to be in this. By the way, I saw his tweet this weekend. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw that. And but you see Kevin Love's tweet.
I heard Kevin Love was going. I was told this. I haven't seen him.
I love this tweet.
But it's like they tried to compare Kevin Durant to somebody else. Like, is he trying to go?
No, Kevin Love.
I meant Kevin Love. Like Kevin Love, yeah. They like somebody. I saw one thing where they're like, "Dang, is Kevin Love becoming the new AB of the NBA?"
Oh no, Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Oh no. His stuff was funny.
Oh, it was funny. Okay, well I missed it.
If you okay, basically, you want me to rephrase it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what he said. He said, the NBA is fixed because they let a white guy win 3 years in a row doing Black History Month.
No, that's funny. That is great.
Yeah.
I missed that one. No, that is solid.
And then he said, the cat from Atlanta, right, that they make a dunk, right? So he said, damn. Yeah, they making me think about cutting my retirement after seeing him play. So it was all in fun.
I like that.
Yes, it was all in fun because the guy from Atlanta, the white guy, he didn't make a dunk. He tried. He didn't make a dunk. So, but it was cool though. It was all enjoyable. It was almost like he was in his tequila on South Beach to drink it and drunk tweeting. But it was all in good fun though.
Dude, I like that. That makes me sound good. I might have to give him a follow and check him out because I missed him. But I just saw one tweet that, like, I guess I was like, Kevin Love, the new AB. I was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, by the way, come on, dude. He's got to go a long way to become Antonio Brown. What you talking about?
He got to go a long way. A long way.
The only bad thing is, I ain't going to lie to you, I did retweet 2 Antonio Brown posts, like, this week, all in 1 week.
Ooh, that dude, he's gone, man. He's too far gone, man.
Well, no, these weren't bad. This one was Canada fans boot our national anthem, and he's got Freebird playing and showing the hockey team beating the brakes off of him. And the other one was, I've been saying this, and somebody illustrated it better than me. I've always said that Taylor Swift's a solid 6. I've always said it, kind of stick figure-ish.
But a billion makes you a 10.
That's true. I agree with that. I agree. I'm just saying. I'm just going on looks, and he put the stick figure around her, and it looks just like a stick. So
But if you got a billion and you can give me a couple million and you don't miss it, and I'm good with a 6. But you know what they say about 5s and 6s though.
Do you have 2 of them and it's 11?
No, let's go. Let's get off that before we get in trouble.
Okay. Right before I get to the Tigers, the real stuff that I really want to break down with you. Grizzlies All-Star game weekend done. Things are in the past. Now we are looking ahead. They open up the season right. I mean, they open up with 3 straight road games before they return back to the crib. They're in second place right now. How you feeling about the Griznats?
I'm feeling really, really, really good because one thing about it, they got 32 games left. They got 36 wins. So even if they go 500, they'll get 50 wins. If you get 50 wins, you'll be a top 4 seed. And that's where I thought they would be at the beginning of the year.
Well, why don't you just tell them to hold on to the damn 2 spot, buddy? They're half a game up on Denver, and I think 2 games up on Houston.
Yes. And only team that really scares me is the Lakers because it's 5 against 8.
They don't have a center.
They have 3 important positions on the court: the back judge, the umpire, and the middle judge. The most important positions on the court they control.
Oh, that was beautiful. Damn, I'm so proud of you. That was well said. Nice,
Yes.
good. That was strong. That was strong. Now this is definitely not strong. I was so agitated yesterday. I can't even explain to you.
Okay. When you know the referees are not going to do what they're supposed to do, then you need to take control of the game. And I love Penny. I fought Penny for slowing the ball game down and instead of putting their foot on their throat. And they let them allow to hang around, and they allowed the referee to do what they did. Because when they went into that little stall with 3 minutes to go in the game, instead of just pushing it to 10, they didn't. They just let them hang around, and they let the circumstances come up with them. Like Dante Harris, I love him, but he turned the ball over at
Big spots,
times
bro.
on regular basis. And he's a point guard. He should have 0 turnovers for the amount of minutes he played. You know, you got to take care of the fundamentals
Yeah.
when you're playing like that. And then Danger and Haggerty both had their worst games at the same time. I don't know what was going on with Danger. I don't know if he was hurt or not.
I was going to say you got to play in the second half to like get an opportunity. And there was one little stretch, like if you just would have, they got him the ball 2 times in a row. The 2 times he got his field goals, like his little 4 points. It was like back to back, bam, bam. I'm like, feed the beast, and then they never went back inside.
Right, and then
I'm not going to say that Musa wasn't playing good basketball. He was blocking shots left and right. I think he had 5.
Right, he had a good
6
game. He had a
blocks.
really good game.
He did, but again, they didn't go down low, and then Colby Rogers, didn't went a stretch for 16 minutes, didn't take a shot. Now Tyrese Hunter was a dog. It just that game. I'm not going to lie. I thought the second half when the way they came out got also Wichita State in foul trouble, back to shoot a bunch, and then they just step back and milk clock and start shooting jumpers.
Yeah, they fell into they went from an inside outside team to a jump shot team with 1 shot with no second chance opportunity instead of going in and pounding and putting them in foul trouble and getting to the line. Because when they went to the line, they made their free throws. They were not aggressive to hit the line. They took their foot off the gas. And they got stuck in the mud.
And then they didn't execute in the second half. And by the way, overtime. There's so many things I got to hit on. I'm so agitated.
Yeah.
What was the plan going down the stretch? And then what in the heck happened? You get a nice lead in overtime. You're in control. And then you go and do what they did at the end. And they took the air back out and lost the game.
Yeah. Exactly. Twice. They had 2 opportunities
twice.
to do it. Yeah. They got up 4 points, and then boom, they went down. They had the turnover, and then it was back tied up. Instead of going being aggressive and going up, double, 3, 4 possessions, you were happy with a 4-point lead, and that 4-point lead turned into a bad loss.
Dude, it's not just a bad loss. You realize that's a quad 3 loss.
Yeah, of course, it's a bad loss.
I mean, it's a quad 3. Though. This drops us to bad. I looked at Jerry Palm. He already got us now down to a damn 7 seed.
I don't look at that. Memphis would, if they win out the rest of the way and get to the championship game, they still will be a 5, 6 seed, and that's more important. No, they're not 8, 9.
I mean, I'm with you on that one. Just it drives me crazy.
All right, Memphis have won 8 games in a row, and their position never really changed. They lose 1, they drop two spots. It's crazy. And then look, South Carolina women got beat by 30. By UConn. You think that's going to hurt them? Nope. You get beat by 30. That's a bad loss.
They just that they didn't execute. I didn't like what I saw yesterday. It drove me absolutely nuts. I still can't believe.
And they weren't aggressive. If you were hurt or you were trying to slow the game down when you get double digits lead.
Mm-hmm. You
got more room for error.
Now that's
my only knock on the game.
Okay, as frustrated as I am about the game, and again, we got to find out what's up with Danger, why it was just a decision, yada, 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 all kinds of things. But I do want to know, okay, so that is just a gut punch of a loss.
Yeah. I know they were going to get 2 losses, and, it's hard as heck to win 10, 15, 20 games in a row. I don't care how bad your conference is. But right now, with that loss, I think if my math is right, they got 4 games left. And I'd rather go into the tournament with a 4-game winning streak than a 15-game winning streak.
I get what you're saying there. I'm with you on that one. But the thing that scares me also is, did you watch UAB the other day? That dude, that Lindenborg dude, Yaxel, and I know Danger got him in the first one. All right, I know I was saying some negative things about him. Bro, I watched him the last couple games, kind of paid attention to Andy Kennedy and UAB, and that dude is sick.
Right.
So, they still got to play them there. They can't drop that one either. I mean, that would, things are, I'm now nervous.
Right. Yeah, because that's the game I thought they were going to probably drop. I thought they were going to drop the UAB game. Because one thing about the game yesterday, if they had won the game yesterday, the worst they could have finished in the conference is 5th. Then every game you move up, because you want to be in the top 2 seeds, because the way the American do their conferences and how they do the scheduling, if you finish anything worse than 1st and 2nd, you're going to be screwed on day 3.
Also,
you're going to play, right.
Then also, that damn tournament becomes big.
Right.
You know?
And you don't want to put your because you already got a short roster now. It's almost like every time Memphis have more than a 4-day layover, because they don't play again until next Sunday. It's almost like they going on spring break or something. It's like they have no idea of, look, let's go into this long break and enjoy this long break. But now they always go into it with some type of drama. I don't like drama.
I don't either. But
I like peace and tranquility.
I do too. But sadly, we don't get that much here, especially in Hoop City. Now, do have to ask you, Tyrese Hunter, did you by any chance hear his comments after the ball game?
Yes, I did.
I like him even more. Already liked him. He's a sharpshooter. Yeah. He was hitting shots. But basically, he said he wasn't going to let this team, this is not going to affect them. They're going to get better. He gave a lot of credit. I mean, it was a strong message from Tyrese Hunter yesterday. This kind of reminded me of the little Tim Tebow moment back in the day. Well, nobody will play harder than we will. It ended pretty well for Tim that year. I'm hoping that this moment might be good, because Tyrese Hunter, he said, he ain't going to let the team falter.
Right. And I know you like Sideshow Bob, but I think Sideshow Bob
him.
I know he just needs to stop trying to wailing, and he just needs to do what he needs to do, and he needs to be aggressive and not flail. They're going to give him
all the time. At the end of the game, if he wouldn't have flailed, he was going to be shooting threes. But they just thought because he kicks himself out, he's running right into him.
Exactly. Just now. If you're going to flail aggressively going into the guy instead of wilding like James Harden, because they stopped doing that. But if you go into the guy, it's a method to all that madness. So you just got to do it and put the referee in the situation they got to call it.
Right now, you still got PJ Player of the Year in the American.
Oh, hands down. And he's slow. He needs to get back up to 23 points a game so he can be Memphis' next All-American. Because we hadn't had an All-American since Rodney Carney, if I'm mistaken.
I can't even remember. Was it really Rodney Carney?
I think he was the last one.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I will say the crazy thing for me is because I watched the Yaxel kid. I didn't even realize he's one of 2 Division I players to lead the team in all 5 statistical categories. The other dude's Cooper Flagg. He's playing good.
Yeah, Cooper Flagg is the truth. I love watching him play. He's the truth.
By the way, speaking of that, we actually do have some pretty decent basketball in the night. Did you know that?
Yes, it is.
You got a little Duke and Virginia action. Duke's minus 13.5. Do you have a feeling? Since you mentioned Duke, it just makes me think, oh my gosh, do I need to bet on the Blue Devils?
I don't know about you betting, but I know what my eyes going to be watching.
Arizona, Baylor, Caleb Love and them boys. Baylor 1.5-point favorite tonight, 9 o'clock.
Baylor.
I kind of like it too. I like it too. Terry, man, I appreciate your time. What you working on? What you got coming down the pipe this week?
Sleep? No. Now, you know what? High school basketball going on pretty good. And, Tigers don't play this week. So regional district plays get started this week. So I'm going to check with some good high school basketball out this week.
Oh, man, I saw something about high school basketball this week, and I wish I could remember.
City championship was last weekend.
Is Bartlett the winner or something? Or am I crazy?
They're in the county, but, they're in the county. But the city championship was last week. So
who won?
Now they're on the run for the state title now. So it's what you said, win or mothball. You know what mothball means?
Means put it up till next year. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so good luck to all those kids that's run out there in high school tournament, the men and women. So we'll be watching a lot of basketball this week. doing that.
Hey, John, before you let Terry D go, you know he put me to work right there with that All-American comment. So there was this gentleman named Chris Douglas Roberts.
See,
I can remember.
In 2008,
My
Chris Douglas
favorite.
Roberts. Rodney Carney
Right.
was two-time All-American, though.
Right. What year was that, though?
06. And Carney,
Okay, they were right there
Carney was
together.
06 and CDR was 08.
Okay, 2 years apart. Okay, so I know that they was right there close, but it's been a while. The 17 years.
And just for historical purposes, before then, it was many, many years. Lorenzo Wright, 96.
Yeah. But we were talking about the last ones. We need to put another one on that wall. We need them on that wall.
I like it. One other thing, by the way, I wanted to ask you: who is taller, Yuki or Kevin Hart?
Okay. Woo! I think Yuki might get him by like a quarter.
Dang, man!
But you know what? That's one thing, man. I went to see Yuki play, man. Yuki is a rock star, man. Oh my God! I went over there to they was at the crossover. I know you got to go, but man, it was almost like it was Elvis coming through the building, man. It was cool to see. It was cool.
Man, he had a nice little lob pass I saw. Did he play well?
Yes, he played well.
I love it. Terry, man, everybody needs to follow him at Terry D515. Listen to him every single Monday. Read his work at the News Tri-State Defender. Have a wonderful Motorboat Monday, Terry.
Be good, my brother. And tournament time starts in about 2.5 weeks, man. So it'll be here. It'll be here before you know it. Man,
it's going to be a blink of the eye. Hopefully the Tigers can become the twinkle of my eye again like they were before that loss this week to the Shockers. Like, dude, who wants to in the, you know what the Shocker is, right? How you going to let somebody give you the Shocker? I mean, damn. Nobody likes the Shocker. Like, do you think there's somebody out there who actually, loves it?
Not at all.
I don't either, man. I just don't think it's one of those moves that you pull and people are like, thank you. That's why it's called the Shocker. They sure gave it to Memphis fans and the basketball
We
team.
gave that away, man.
Oh, I know. That's one of
because
the things.
turnovers are so big. One thing that I noted, first turnover for the Tigers did not come into the 8:04 mark in the first half.
Wow, also in the second half after you were going to the rack and getting fouled
Ding.
on every damn thing you were doing, you get into the bonus on the early, and then next thing you know, you don't do anything. You don't drive. You don't go to the rack. I'm like, what the hell are they doing, man? If they breathe on you, they're going to call it. Stupid. Well, I'm a little bit frustrated, but I also have to pay a few bills. We're going to come back here, and we got to talk some more hoops and some of the wild things going on. I got a little football later. Don't forget, we got some great Hardwood stories. I got a Shaq story. Also, have you ever thought about the word boob? Have you ever thought about it? I need you to think about it and tell me who invented it? Because there's something fascinating I noticed about it. Deep Thoughts by John Harden. If you look at the word B-O-O-B, capital B, couple of little O's, and a lowercase b, okay? Do you realize that the B is like the top view of what? Boobs. Look down on a B. It's the back and then boobs. If you look right there at the middle, the two O's, that's the front view of boobs. And if you look at the lowercase b, do you know what that is? The side view of a boob. Like whoever invented the word boob
was slick.
That's some of the slickest thinking I have ever seen in my life. I don't know why. I saw this, I looked at it, and I said, damn. I ain't ever seen a word that projects what it's saying so well. It's pretty deep thought right there, isn't it?
Very deep.
I need to know. 901-360-8255. 901-360-8255 at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. Is there another word out there like as well put together as the word boob? Again, capital B, top view. Look down on it. It looks like boob. Bzz. The two in the middle. Frontal view. The last letter, the B. Side view. I'm telling you, bro, this one's like the deepest. I think that's one of the most. I think that's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm glad I found that out and I'm bringing it to y'all. Tell me what you think. Do we have other words like that? I don't think so. Don't y'all dare touch the dial. I'm late for a break. Sorry, but I'll be back in a minute. We got to talk some hoops. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With two conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
What happens to former real estate agents when they want to sell their homes? This is Sheldon Rosenberg, Ashley Shell Dunn, with Mark Mansfield Realtors. I am so proud and feel so honored that former real estate agents contact me when they want to sell their homes. They know that I've been in the business for quite a while, have a great deal of experience, and know that I am good at marketing. Not merely putting a sign in the yard and making it sales. Over the years, I have developed a highly successful strategic marketing program that can mean the difference in what you make and you win. Talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers, but make sure that I am one of them. So if you or someone you know is thinking about selling a home, remember what other real estate agents have been in business doing. Then call me, Sheldon Rosenberg, at 483-0546, or email me at memphisrelocate.com. I will wait to hear from you and take advantage of this good market. That's 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com. Thank you.
I know it's not spring yet, but it's close, and right now, it's the perfect time to start thinking and planning for your backyard entertainment. It just so happens Family Leisure is thinking that way too, with their preseason pool and patio sale. Get 2024 pricing on all above-ground pools and patio furniture. Also, secure your spot for pool installation. That way, you can go ahead and start making plans. Lots of new inventory is en route, so in-stock patio furniture is up to 70% off. You want a play gym, a trampoline, how about an outdoor kitchen to go along with that new pool? They're all on sale too. You can get spas up to $3,000 off and save even more by mentioning this ad. You do that, you'll get a $250 gift card with a pool, spa, or patio furniture purchase. Winter won't last forever. The spring will be here soon, so get ready with the preseason pool and patio sale at Family Leisure, Rick Road off I-40, where family and fun all come together.
Hey everybody, the new Silverado deal of the year, maybe the decade, is here in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet, where all the Silverados are. Yes, you can get financing down to 2.9, plus make no payments for 90 days. Finance your new Blazer, 1.9, no payments for 90 days. Look, it's still love month, so come get a new Silverado or Blazer. You will love no payments till May, and your good credit deserves it. If you're law enforcement, first responders, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get an extra $500 bonus. And if you're looking for certified Silverado Tahoe Suburbans, they're right here at All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch. Every pre-owned you want, Fords, Hondas, Hyundais, dozens of Silverados, they're all here. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. AllStarAutoGroup.com.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. That's Darian Newsom coming in hot. Last week he was Quick Draw McGraw. Now we call him
hot in here. Now it's hot in here.
Getting hot in here. Don't take off all your clothes, homie.
No, there's a window where you can see me, John.
Reminds me of the word boob. We talked about it on the other side of your just turning in. Very deep thought I've had. Have you ever thought about whoever invented the word boob, whoever said this is the word for boob, is a genius.
Was it Einstein?
I don't know. If somebody knows, let me know, whoever came up with that word, because it encapsulated exactly what a boob is. The B, the capital B, is a top view of boobs. Do you see what I'm saying? I showed it to you.
You made me see the light.
You put a line and you do the O in the O. That is the frontal view of boobs. The last letter, the B, the lowercase, side view. So I'm just saying, it's wild.
Your texture says boobs equals brick house, Commodores, 1977.
Damn, nice, man. Thank you, Texter, Sissy's Log Cabin. If we ever figure out who made up the word, man, we're going to have to get them credit. They're up there with Einstein. Like genius. I had somewhere I was going.
I don't know, but this texture is also the one that gave you Little People Going Wild. So.
I love it. It's going to be amazing. Little People, hey, Little People League would have been much more entertaining than the NBA All-Star Weekend. I can promise you that. I mean, Kevin Hart, by the way, like
so little, isn't it?
So little. And just he was so uncomfortable, like watching him dodge so he didn't get his eye poked out. It's like terrible.
He made Ernie look big. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Like, I know the Shaq portion, but I was like, wow, look at Ernie.
Dude, it was definitely troubling. Speaking of troubling, Justin Tucker, you don't have to worry. I got this, baby. Don't worry about it. I do a little running. But Ravens Justin Tucker, by the way, I don't know if y'all know this. 7 more peeps have come out and said that he loves to go in there and Deshaun Watson. Do you know the Spider-Man meme where it's like Spider-Man's pointing at Spider-Man? Have you seen that one? That's Deshaun Watson and Justin Tucker pointing at each other.
I thought we changed his name to Justin Toucher.
No. Well, also, remember, did I tell you what the new Tuck rule is?
No.
So when I was growing up, the Tuck rule all had to do with one thing, and that was the Raiders and the New England Patriots and the rest of the course of history that followed. Because if it wasn't for the Tuck rule, Tom Brady and the Patriots don't go to that Super Bowl. The Raiders win that football game. But of course, the Tuck rule, a little-known rule that nobody even heard of, saved the Patriots and Tom Brady.
Tucking also makes me think of Ace Ventura.
Also, yes, I like that one.
Yeah.
That's
when he was tucked.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Was it Dan Marino who had to see
Dan
that?
Marino.
Yeah, poor Dan. But how did we get to Justin Tucker? So the Tuck rule used to be Tom Brady, the ball coming back, fumble, yada, yada, gives it back to the Patriots. They go get a field goal, yada, yada. Everybody knows they win. But the new Tuck rule is... know when and where to untuck it. You don't do it at a massage therapist unless it's something like a Robert Kraft-styled Orchid Day Spa. Or a Tokyo Spa from back in the day, for those who know what that was. It's a different kind of spa. A regular one? No, they don't give that, bro. They don't give it. And by the way, when you go to a massage therapist, you just go in there and you write down, and like if they look at you and say no, then you know off the front end no. Don't y'all touch the dial. We're back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Classic Arms at Memphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Georgia Parkway.
Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director of Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis with Brad Mooresworthy and Brian Dacus. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a little motorboat Monday. You dig Mondays?
Absolutely. Who doesn't? It's like my Friday or something.
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah. You're typical. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Monday's cool for you.
Yeah, 'cause this one I get to have fun and, not do severe weather all weekend. Hopefully everybody's safe and all that good stuff, but yeah.
Speaking of weather, we got some bad weather coming in. Is that because I forgot? You're like
we
a
had it.
meteorologist
We had
or
it over the
something.
weekend up in Obion County. There was like big flooding.
Oh, really?
Big flooding. Yeah, I think the levee or something broke up there.
Bro.
Obion
Thoughts and
River.
prayers.
Yeah, Obion River just taking over a neighborhood. So a lot of evacuations, emergencies. So shout out to the Tipton County Emergency Services, Millington, Carville. All those guys teamed up to go up to Obion and help.
All right, Channel 5 News. Darian Newsom over there on the other side. I also need
Actually,
to
that
know.
was Sports 56 News, dog.
Well, I have a Channel 5 News question. Are we not getting snow this week, or is somebody lying to me?
So my meteorologist, Sarah Tipton, last night said she had a 4-letter word for me for my weather later this week. And I had the nerve to ask, and she said, snow.
Oh, my God. I thought you were going to say the F word.
Nope, she said snow. S-N-O-W, sir. So it's coming.
It really is?
Yeah, I
but
think
they was going to get it.
I think later, I tend to black. I'm like Johnny Radio, where when you give me bad news, I check out. So I think it's like Wednesday or Thursday, but I don't have to go back to this weekend. So snow me in, baby. Snow me in.
Snow me in with a big fat bottle of Tito's, because when life hands you snow, sit back, relax in your warm crib, and drink you a little Tito's, because you ain't going to work. You ain't got nothing to do but sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest spirit around. Again, it's USA Vodka, baby. Crafted and distilled down in Austin, Texas. 6 times distilled before they still it in classic copper pots, small batches. A very unique method, and that's why it's got such a great flavor. Slightly sweet, it has a black pepper note, it balances everything out. You can be crafting a cocktail, you can be drinking it neat, but whatever you do, make sure you get your Tito's on today. Also, don't forget, snow day, though, for real.
Yeah, that's what she said.
If it's coming Wednesday, you better take your bouteille right now to the liquor store and get you some, because you know what happens when people say snow in Memphis?
Oh, yeah. All the tissue and milker's gone, right?
They raid all the damn Kroger's and Whole Foods and Fresh Markets.
You're just left with peanut butter. That's all you're left with.
Low. Everything's going to be gone. And then also the liquor store, trying to get in the parking lots like a Chick-fil-A on a regular day, except for Sunday when they're closed for some crazy reason. But, you know what I'm saying? It's the only time I can drive down that little section of Poplar is on Sunday. I'm like, whew, thank goodness they closed. But, yeah, man,
They go to church on Sundays, John. That's why. You said for some strange reason. They go to church on Sundays. Or at least that's what they tell us, so they don't sell us chicken on Sundays.
That is awesome. I love that. That's great.
But I mean, they don't go to church all day, so I mean,
I do church. Man, I'm down, man. You know, Dr. Gaines is my homie over at Bellevue. His son, by the way, did the little preaching this weekend.
Little preaching?
Yep. Did a great job, obviously. But yeah, man, I'm down with the church thing. But like, can't you open after 12?
Can't you open after 12, Hurt?
But I'm not asking them to open because I'm dead serious. It drives me nuts. But the other thing is, I think it's a conspiracy. Like, follow me. They close one day because they make you Jones for it, and you get your junkie fix on. You're like, I gotta have my chicken sandwich.
Gotta have what?
I gotta have it. I'm telling you, man. Stuff's addicting, bro. You think, how come I don't see nobody, like Popeyes is right down the street. You got 40 dead-gone people hanging out in the street on Poplar to get into a Chick-fil-A, and there ain't nobody at the Popeyes. Tell me that ain't like proof that they've sprinkled a little bit of, like back in the day when they used to just sprinkle a little crack on it. Remember that?
Little unsolved mystery, John.
Dude, I'm telling you, I just solved it. They do that to make you junctified.
They stay closed on Sundays to make you Jones for it.
You'd be like, oh. And by the way, how many people, I bet you $1 million, because I've even done this. Like, I don't eat, I don't do the fast food thing.
Chick-fil-A is.
On a couple occasions in my life, I've woken up, and it seems that it's every single time. I've been on a Sunday and been like, damn, one of them biscuits might be good. And then I'm like, damn, it's Sunday. They closed. So I never get to eat it. But anyway, I'm so sorry. How did I get on this? That is terrible.
You got hungry. Tito's. We were making Bloody Marys, baby.
Oh, man, I want a Tito's Bloody Mary. Because the snow's coming, so get your Tito's on. But back to a little bit of football, and I'm going to ask all y'all again out there if you want to participate. Sissy Law Cabin text and listener line. Life is too short for ordinary joy. 901-360-8255. Let me know what you think. Right now, I was hearing some crazy talk this morning, and I understand. What is it, the faculty or the facility? I can't remember.
Facility.
The facility. It's got my man who's...
Acho.
It's got Acho, who's, been hanging out with Joy a little too much.
Shady McCoy?
It's got Shady, who's crazy, by the way. He got beat in a foot race. Funniest thing I've seen so far from the faculty or the facility.
Chase Daniels?
No, Aaron Donald smoked him. Aaron Donald. Man, people don't forget that dude was a beast. Little T-Rex arms, but he can whip you.
If he gets his hands on you, it's over with.
Man, if he got his little T-Rex arms on you, you're done.
I never thought about it like that. He does have those little arms.
Them little bitty arms. I'm gonna get you.
I've never noticed it. Well, I've noticed it, but I've never looked at it that way.
Yeah, he's a beast though. But man, he beat Shady. It's also got again Chase Daniels. You remember him from Missouri, but he was also a backup quarterback for ever.
And the last guy is Greg Jennings. No, not Greg Jennings. That's I forget the other guy. That's not Greg.
Former Green Bay Packer.
He's a former Green Bay.
If you didn't say it, I would have.
Watch this. Process of elimination. It's not Greg Jennings. It's not Donald Driver. It's the other one.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to play Google over there because now my ADD brain is circling around this because I can see his face. It's gonna drive me nuts. Anyway, the whole point was I understand they got to find some different things to talk about here now. They ain't gonna be talking NBA All-Star Game on that show. It's a football show, and right now with
James Jones.
Draft, James Jones, man. Thank you.
They talk all sports on there, but mostly football.
I mean, yeah, it's a football show. Let's be real.
I love it. Football show, good football show.
It's a good football show, yada 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 yada. But sometimes I feel like Acho and all of them kind of do things that they're a little bit just to try to make you think that they're stupid. Do you know what I'm saying?
Meatheads, jocks.
No. It's just I understand hyperbole. I understand the things that you have to say. I understand filling airtime. Trust me, I'm talking about little people sometimes. The word boob, giving you my deep thoughts. That's also because that's just how my brain works. But you know what I'm saying.
Believe it or not, people are interested in that, John.
I hope so.
Every bit of what you talk about.
I hope so. Thank you very much, people. But they came out there and says right now, Jalen Hurts, they believe he's already punched his ticket to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the college Hall of Fame. Stop it. No. Not NFL. I pray they didn't say that about
No,
NFL.
he did. He said that and by the way, I just would like to remind you, Jalen is about to turn 26 years old. Is he 26 yet? Or he's about to be? I know he ain't over 26 years old. But he is still
26. He turns 27 August 7th.
Okay, so he's 26 years old. He is young. And again, he has a Super Bowl MVP. That is amazing. He's played in 2 Super Bowls. And yes, they've been the best 2 games he's ever played. He won one and he lost one. Played great in the first one. Just that fumble killed him. But he ran for 3 touchdowns, threw for another one, threw for over 300 yards. In that one that he lost, he broke the record for a quarterback in rushing in a Super Bowl. Then he broke it again this Super Bowl. This year, when he won the MVP, 293 total yards rushing and passing combined, 3 total touchdowns. Super Bowl MVP. They beat the brakes off of him. He's joined some crazy, crazy people. Like a quarterback to win Super Bowl MVP and to earn an All-Pro since 2000 has been one that has been talked about a lot. It's got Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Jalen Hurts. And damn it, that list is sick. And I love me some Patty Mahomes, by the way. 7 straight AFC championship games for Pat. Never lost the division round ever. Never even thrown an interception in the divisional round.
He has a losing streak in the Super Bowl, John.
He has 3 Super Bowl rings.
He has a losing streak now, though. 1 is a streak, sir.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was about to say, wait, he's lost 2 Super Bowls. He's won 3.
You know, I'm just happy that he didn't get that 3 in a row, man. You know that.
Yes, I do, because then your boy
yes,
Joe Montana
yes.
probably would be getting a little bit past
him.
And
And kudos to you.
Nope,
kudos to you. The day after you brought it up, and I was so proud of you, you said, we got to bring Joe Montana back into this conversation.
Yeah,
and I was
felt like
so
you jumped him automatically.
Yeah. I think I was listening to you when you were hot. I think down at hot you were bringing it up. I was like, preach, John, but you didn't say it on your show. You waited till you got down there with my man, and I fell back in love with you because you gave Joe Montana his props. Good job,
I
sir.
mean, 4-0 in Super Bowls. Never
I listen
lost.
to you everywhere you go, by the way.
4-0. Thank you. By the way, you can hit me at Hot 107, and that is 1:30 to 2 o'clock.
You and the Superman.
Me and DJ Superman. But I love Jalen Hurts. I think his story is awesome. Again, this is a guy who just puts his head down and goes to work. I mean, it's not like, was he a high recruit? Yes, he was at Alabama. But do you know how many people we've seen play the way he did at Alabama, have the record that he had at Alabama, then lose their job in a national championship game? The team comebacks and win, and then he gets beat out by Tua in spring ball, stays on the team, doesn't leave him. Comes in and plays one of the most vital roles in the SEC championship game when Tua got injured. Gets a big dub. Has a natty with Alabama. Yeah, thank you a little bit to Tua. But he didn't freak out, didn't fret, didn't stress. He acted like he was just having a lemon drop with Tito's. Went over to Oklahoma, balled out there, made it to the college football playoff. Good dude. Doesn't go in the first round, gets drafted in the second. Just keeps his head down and work. Constantly hears, he can't do this, he can't do that, he can't do this, he can't do that. Well, he just won a Super Bowl, and he's played in 2 of them.
So does Nick Foles get in as well? Nick Foles?
Hell no.
Yeah, so why is Jalen getting
Well,
in?
that's kind of where I was kind of going. It's like
It's weird.
I love Jalen Hurts right now. And again, he's 26 years old. There's so much to this story yet to be written. But I can't sit there and say, you know what, damn it, he's going into the Hall of Fame right now. It's done. Katie bar the door. That means that Pat Mahomes doesn't have to do anything else. Like right now, you saying, 3-2, Super Bowl, 7-8, his winning percentage. Yes, look at some of the numbers the last couple of years with him at the quarterback position. I'm just saying, I think that's a little bit of an overstep. But I understand you got to feel a little airtime. The other thing is when you talk about 26-year-olds who've not done this or not done that or who are unbelievable, Jalen Hurts, while I love him, he ain't the best, like the dude 26 or younger who's been the most impressive in their sport. Wouldn't you have to say that would be Juan Soto?
Oh, yeah.
People don't even
star action right
people don't even realize, and I know it's baseball, and you're like, it's not everybody's favorite thing. I love it. But Juan Soto, do you know why the Mets gave him a brick?
Because he's young and hot.
He is not yet 26. He turned 26 this year. And if you put him against every single player in Major League history, every single one of them, the kid, all players that came before, if you look at his numbers, on base percentage, he is third at 421. Home runs, fifth, 201. OPS plus, sixth. OPS, seventh. Like the other dudes that we're talking about here in these rankings, like the top 10 dudes, we're talking about Mickey Mantle, Albert Pujols, Mike Trout. Those three guys were the only dudes to be in the top 10 of those four categories. So he literally has separated himself from everybody at this stage of his career. And he's going to be playing in New York, so everybody's going to be paying attention.
Including Francisco Lindor, who was once compared to him. He has just surpassed him. But I am so glad those two are on the same team, John.
And I think the polar bear coming back is a big thing. Pete Alonso, if you don't know who the polar bear is.
Yeah, that's Mr. Alonso.
Mr. Alonso.
Got you some breaking news, too, John.
Uh-oh.
Your AP Top 25 is out. You want to know?
It just dropped.
You want
I'm going to guess. I want to guess.
Take a guess.
I think
it's a slippery slope,
all
baby.
the way down to 25.
You are too low.
I'm too low?
Well, I guess high. You would be too high. Too high. It's kind of weird when you talk about those numbers because they go down and up. But yeah, I think 25 is too high.
22.
Ding, 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 ding.
Deuce, deuce.
Yep, they are 22. So you're taking the, and it's exactly what Terry Davis just said. You win, you go on an 8-game winning streak, you only move up 2, maybe 3 spots. You take 1 L, you fall from 14 to 22.
The problem with this is, and an understanding of this is by the way, again, that's their second quad 3 loss. Again, not all losses are built the same. Like, that one hurt. I don't know how many people realize how bad Wichita State is. Like, they are booty. And I appreciate Tyrese Hunter's comments after the ball game saying that people don't respect this league. Every single night there's good players in this league. And I talked about Yaxel Lindenborg over at UAB. He's a little baller. And you got Jamal Mashburn Jr. And, like, they got knock-kneed Sideshow Bob. Memphis is barred, like head and shoulders better than everybody else in the American. And the American, yes, is not a very good – like, I mean, come on, let's be real. Like, do y'all watch basketball?
Yes, we do.
Watch the SEC and do me a favor and then go watch the American.
Speaking of SEC, Mississippi State at 21, Ole Miss at 24.
Ole Miss, the Tigers just hurt. Ole Miss, and you know I love the Rebels, that was not even painful. That was embarrassing performance. You had the national champs in the house and y'all came out there with that kind of performance? Please. Against Mississippi State, y'all went down to Starkville, took them to overtime, had a chance to win the game, and then they come to your crib and you let them chill and clown you? That was, like, that waste. It was a great day. Got to see my daughter. Congratulations to the whole cheer team. It was a very, very fun day. Went to dinner, had a great time down in Oxford. But the game, it was awful. I can't believe that the Rebels didn't fall actually farther. That was such an embarrassing
They're 24. And as I look at it from 12 to 21, the Tigers have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams they've beat already ahead of them.
How far did Alabama fall after losing to Auburn at home? And
hold on. Let me get that.
Kind of curious. Again, this is a team in
Bama
Alabama.
is 4, so I'll give you the top 5. 1 is Auburn.
No doubt. Florida.
2 is Florida. 3 is Duke.
Dookie Duke.
Duke. 4 is Alabama. Houston's 5. May as well keep going. Tennessee 6. Texas A&M 7. Iowa State at 8. Texas Tech 9. And St. John's, the Johnnies.
Damn. What's up, Rick?
Rick.
What up, Rick?
Long way from that restaurant, ain't he?
Man, dude. Hey, dude. I'm proud. My long way from that restaurant.
Long way from that restaurant, ain't he?
And still, though, like one of the most baller moves I've ever
I've
seen
always
from a
liked
coach.
Patino,
Man,
man.
How can you not?
I've always liked Patino.
He's a pimp. And by the way, they don't shoot a lot of threes like his old Providence team. Have you noticed that? Watch St. John's. They play totally different now.
Ain't no Francisco Garcia out there to beat you. That man terrorized us. You know where I talk about Tiger killers? Francisco Garcia, Tiger killer.
Yes, he was.
I think we show our age sometimes, Joe.
By the way, also talking about the top 10, Alabama, Florida, and Auburn, just realized like right now we're still talking about 3 SEC teams on the one line.
Easily, too. Like I heard a pundit say yesterday, Auburn could literally go on spring break the next 2 weeks and still get a 1 seed.
I want to know where Missouri is.
Missouri's
sorry.
in there. Nope, they're in. Hold on.
They got it. I can't believe Missouri hasn't moved up. It's like they need to be at least in the top 15.
Missouri is 15.
They are 15.
Michigan State is 14. Missouri's 15. And Clemson.
2 teams that Memphis beat, by the way. People.
Clemson 18. Memphis beat.
2 teams that Memphis beat, by the way. But I will say Dennis Gates, what he's done over Missouri, they walloped Georgia. Bro, like, Georgia started the season off really good. Like, what's up with Mike White? Huh? Like, they are terrible. Like, I don't even know what to say about that performance.
There's no Anthony Edwards coming out that tunnel.
Yeah, but they weren't even good with them, man. Like, man, that was ugly. But again, back to Missouri. They dropped Georgia like a bad habit. They beat up Oklahoma. They lost a 3-point game against Texas A&M, who's what? Did you say they were in the top 10?
Yes, they were. A&M was. Let's see. What was
I think you said 10.
No, St. Johnny's was 10. A&M is 7.
Oh, damn. I don't know about that, but all right.
Who's their coach? That ain't Buzz anymore, is it?
Yeah, it is.
That's Buzz?
Mm-hmm.
Buzz is still down there?
Yep.
Hot dog.
Defense and Wade Taylor hitting threes late. But Missouri, though, have you looked at their schedule? Like, Missouri is no joke. Again, they lost to this Tiger team. That's kind of, like a crummy one for maybe Missouri, but it's a big one for the Tigers, and the Tigers are good. But they beat Kansas, remember, earlier in the year. That was back when Kansas was number 1. They played Auburn respectable. They've beaten Vanderbilt. They beat Florida at their crib. They dropped Arkansas and Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Georgia, and they get Alabama at home coming off this loss, which I can't wait to see that game. By the way, that is Wednesday night because, Tuesday, Wednesdays for the SEC. And now we're going to find out how good Dennis Gates' team really is. Because when they play Alabama after that loss, buddy, oh, yeah. But Alabama having to go on the road to Missouri after taking one in the chin, I'll be paying attention to that one. Luckily, we get to watch that on the SEC network.
Man, this top 25
Wednesday
is just
night.
littered with SEC teams. I mean, it's just littered, Joe.
I mean, SEC, it just means more. And speaking of the SEC, I don't know how, and I don't feel bad for them because I kind of like Tennessee. But damn, dude, Vandy, you talk about like if they would have pulled that one off against Tennessee.
They covered, though. I took that 10
They
and a half.
Oh, that's beautiful. But they punched their ticket. You know what I mean? They're going dancing. Like right now, they still like, they on that line. You know what I mean? That was crazy, man. Tennessee, though, came back out and had a great second half. Now, that was a little college basketball. I am late for a break, as usual. That's becoming a regular thing, isn't it? It's kind of like the regular thing I have over at Los Cabos. Oh, yeah. That's where the flavors of Mexico melt in my mouth. They can melt in your mouth, too. Just head on over there, right there at Summer and Graham. They have lunch specials, people. 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Yup, 10 a.m., 3 p.m., bing, bang, boom, $7 to $11. You heard me right. They have happy hour 3 to 8. They've got premium shots of tequila all day long, all day strong, $5.50. They also have a bar that has TVs everywhere. So I love sports. I love Mexican food. And I love me a good old shot. Los Cabos makes it all happen. Big belly, but tiny budget. Head on over there and enjoy some great food at a great price. Los Cabos, Summer, and Graham. We got a little wood to give you on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and the staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home in Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342.
There's no place like home, Town Village.
I'm so excited.
I had a feeling you'd be excited.
That doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about the new Central Barbecue location on Central.
Well, technically, it's the same location.
Same location, but a very different Central Barbecue on Central.
I get what you're saying, but I don't want to confuse people. The new Central Barbecue location on Central is the same place as the old Central Barbecue on Central.
But it's so much more. It's big, for one thing.
It is a whole lot bigger. Well, I mean, I think it has to be.
Because everybody in Memphis is going to be flocking to the new Central Barbecue location on Central.
Where the old Central Barbecue on Central used to be.
Details.
Hey everybody, the new Silverado deal of the year, maybe the decade, is here in Olive Branch at All Star Chevrolet, where all the Silverados are. Yes, you can get financing down to 2.9, plus make no payments for 90 days. Finance your new Blazer, 1.9, no payments for 90 days. Look, it's still love month, so come get a new Silverado or Blazer. You will love no payments till May, and your good credit deserves it. If you're law enforcement, first responders, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get an extra $500 bonus. And if you're looking for certified Silverado Tahoe Suburbans, they're right here at All Star Chevy in Olive Branch. Every pre-owned you want, Fords, Hondas, Hyundais, dozens of Silverados, they're all here. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. AllStarAutoGroup.com.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Whitman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
0-60, and I'm about to find out. Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tino's Vodka. And once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Motorboat Monday. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. We're about to do a little hardwood. But I got to tell you, how we get a little wood? Well, we get it with Rick's Powder Coating. Go to rickspowdercoating.com. Check them out, because if you want a perfect finish every time, go over to Rick's Powder Coating. Don't paint, powder coat. If it's metal, don't paint it. Powder coat it, because it doesn't rust, it doesn't chip, it doesn't do nothing but last forever and look beautiful. rickspowdercoating.com for that perfect finish. Now, do me a favor. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
So many things I got to talk about today. So many things. But one thing is I'm a little bit nervous. You know TT, Tristan Thompson, right?
Oh, TT, Tristan.
You know him, right?
Of course.
He had action with one of the Kardashians.
Yeah,
the one. He had a baby with Khloe, right?
Correct.
And then he got in trouble because he kept cheating on her, right?
Yep.
Man, point is,
who
else had a little relationship with Khloe?
Who had relations with Khloe?
Lamar Odom. Look where he's at.
Oh, that's my man with the dog.
Yeah, dude, dolls, OD'd in brothel, things of that nature. She's so cold, she said that his dad wanted to pull the plug on him, like in the last episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. That's a low blow, right? Like, that's just mean. But I bring this up because it does seem like a lot of the people that come in the wake of the Kardashians don't go very well. Like, go back to the beginning. Robert Kardashian was friends with OJ. Look what happened to OJ. Now, he did get off. But, I mean, he did. I mean, everybody knows he did murder Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. I just watched another episode on Netflix. Have you seen the new one?
For OJ?
Yeah.
No, you still watching Juice movies?
I can't stop it, dog. What you
Still
talking
watching
about?
Juice
You put OJ on something, I'm watching.
You put OJ on something.
Lord.
I had to watch this thing about the Juice, man.
Man, it's on Netflix. I watched it. It's great.
I used to like his little Twitter moments. Your boy Jay Morgan used to put me up on. He was like, he used to text me and say,
Clown.
"Your boy OJ is back on Twitter. Hello, friends."
No,
Yeah.
He says, hello, Twitter world.
There you go. Hello, Twitter world.
Twitter world. Holy hell, how did I get on OJ?
It's hardwood, baby.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Anyway, my point is, look at the Kardashians. You go all the way back to Robert Kardashian, OJ. By the way, he also passed early. Then you have, of course, his crazy former wife, Robert Kardashian. He was married to Kris Jenner, who ended up marrying a great Olympian in Bruce Jenner. And Bruce was emasculated so much by this Kris Jenner woman that he went and cut it off and is now Caitlyn. Okay? This dude went from Wheaties box to like just a little different. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what happened to Chris Humphries after he married Kim K? What happened to Chris? Where's Chris? Depressed? Broke? Sad? What happened to Ray J after the video? Yeah, he got popular for a moment, but now where's Ray J? Nowhere to be found. Look what happened to Lamar Odom with Chloe. Look at Tyga. He had like that whole issue with the Astro Fest or whatever, remember?
Travis Scott.
It's Travis Scott, sorry. Who did I say?
Tyga. Because in my head, I was like, Tyga was with him?
Tyga's with the other one, or he dated her before.
He did. Yeah,
And
he
got
did
in
have
trouble
one.
too.
He did have one.
And he had a little issue. Like
Sure.
every time you get with a Kardashian, things go south. So when I hear that Tristan Thompson, a former boyfriend, were they married? I know they had a baby. Did they get married?
I don't believe so. I don't believe they were married.
Maybe he didn't. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like the curse is just like right when you get there. But the
Not
point,
a lot of them get married though, John. They all like boyfriends. They like boyfriends. They don't get married a lot.
I dig it. I ain't complaining. I don't know if you know I ain't married yet. I'm engaged.
Prenups or something else with them Kardashians.
Oh, I bet. I can't even imagine, man. You know, they got the thing locked up, ironclad. Oh, by the way, how can we forget Kanye?
Yes.
I mean, Ye is gone completely off the. I mean, I don't know, man. It depends on who you talk to. Some people say Ye might be a genius.
He kind of is.
I mean, he's a kind of genius. But what I'm saying is that, like, but he might be trying to tell people something. I love these conspiracy theories things that are going. I do think his new wife's body is banging. I mean, I don't know if you've seen her.
Yeah, I think
she's naked
we all
every
seen
time they go out.
every
It's
time.
just like, Lord. How do you look her in the eyes? She walks up to you to say hi. You making eye contact? Because I'm going to try my damnedest, but I'm not going to be able to.
She gives me the impression she talks to Kanye like, my lord. Kanye, my lord, what do I need? Like, you know,
Dude.
like he's
I
a
know
prince or
is
something.
She can talk and I'll listen, but I will be talking to her boobs. Like, wouldn't you?
She's naked all the time.
It's amazing. Oh, yeah, back to my man TT, Tristan Thompson. The whole point of this whole story is I saw this and it gave me Kurt Schilling vibes because he was with the Kardashian. And if you don't know the Kurt Schilling vibes, I'm going to explain. So Tristan Thompson says that he is so excited about his future off the hardwood. You always want to be, a little on the hardwood, baby. You always want a little bit of hardened wood.
So excited, he just can't hide it.
Well, he said he's excited because guess what he's doing? He's the chief content creator for an artificial intelligence company. He's the lead advisor for Tracy AI.
Sound bootleg as hell.
It does sound bootleg,
Sound bootleg.
as hell. And again, I don't know if you know this, Tristan, Oh, like Bill Gates and Elon Musk. Because didn't he like open up a supercomputer AI thing here in Memphis?
Yeah, they're getting it rolling.
Computer dudes, I don't know if you know this, they kind of already on top of this AI thing. Did you know that Chat GPT, I got the app like 2 weeks ago. I know I'm late to the party, but I already got it. Oh, you know what else is out? Another one on the X is called like Gronk, right?
Yep.
AI all over the place, but you're gonna come up with one that's better, Tracy AI, with your little bit of money. And if you're saying, John, why do you got Kurt Schilling vibes? Do you not remember Kurt Schilling, the pitcher?
Bloody ankle.
Bloody sock. Some people say it was ketchup.
Nah, that was real deal. I watched it, John.
I watched it too. I thought it was a badass performance, and I kind of liked him for a little bit. Then he's just like stupid. Because 3 days after this idiot retired from baseball, because 3 years before he retired, he started a company called 38 Studios. This was in 2006. Now, I wanted you to know something. Do you know what 38 Studios was going to do?
Ooh, couldn't guess that one.
He said he was going to revolutionize the video game. Kurt Schilling, a baseball player, originally put $50 million of his own assets to start the company. Then he put another rest of it, basically everything he had. Also, basically lost $75 million on a guaranteed loan from the state of Rhode Island to, quote, somehow convince people that Kurt Schilling's going to make a video game. Do you know what PlayStation is? You know, like the Genesis, Atari, Nintendo? You know, like these things have been out, homie? You know they have, I don't know, what's that Facebook dude? Mark Zuckerberg dude? Like, didn't he do the Oculus thing? And there's like Meta and there's all, like, bruh.
People still play on PCs,
Bruh.
John. Computers.
Where do you think that you were all of a sudden going to leave baseball and be like, you know what, I'm going to start my own video game, and it's going to be better than everybody else? And I remember he said this. He said, because he made $115 million from playing baseball. And I remember these words, and I remember going, ooh. He said he said that he is very wealthy. But I want Bill Gates' money is what he said. And now he broke because he sunk it all in and he lost. Now, Tristan Thompson, is sinking a bunch of his cash into Tracy AI. By the way, Tracy? Like, what is that, Tracy? Like, I'm going to use a female AI.
It's the offspring of
Siri,
Joe. It's the offspring of Siri.
I don't listen to no Siri either.
I never talk to Siri.
Man, I don't got no Siri in my house.
I ain't got time for it.
That lady trying to tell me things. By the way, I think you can change the voice.
Yeah, I think you can. Nowadays, I think you can change the name, voice. So you can make it male.
Basically, artificial intelligence is a T.
It's a they. It's called they, John.
Oh, because they both?
They, them.
They, them?
It's on applications nowadays.
I think it's gone now, though. I think now they're getting rid of that. I'm serious. I think so. Somebody was trying to tell me that the other day. They were like, oh. But, yeah. Do y'all think he's going to go broke? Because I do. If we're wagering, you got to lay $350 that he goes broke, come back to
This is Tristan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going broke.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
unless he gets Kim K to bail him out.
I mean, it would be like a Kardashian curse, another one come to fruition. Don't you think? And then there's also some sad stuff that happened this weekend. And it's not sad because it is just sad. Like, you remember Terrence Shannon Jr., right?
That's my man from Louisville.
No, Illinois.
Illinois, okay.
He started at Kansas.
Okay.
He's at Kansas, and then he was accused of rape. Do you remember that?
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't. Let me just tell you something. Not good. Not good. So he leaves Kansas, okay? Goes to Illinois, gets them into the tournament last year, had a good tournament. He's like their best player, but everybody all year long, like the fans, do you not remember, like, chanting against him, rapist, and all kinds of, like, just terrible stuff. And again, That's terrible. But I guess Illinois now, they feel better because, they did play him, even though, like Kansas said they would and other teams were kind of a little questioning it. He was found not guilty. They talked about it all year. Every time Illinois was playing in an NCAA tournament game, they mentioned the charges. When he was exonerated and found not guilty, like nobody really says a peep, right? Did you even know that he was found not guilty, Darian?
Nope.
I think it was about 2 months after the NCAA tournament match, like April, May. It's probably like around June. He was found not guilty. Don't hear much about it. Of course, everything that went with it. Well, this weekend, Illinois invited him back to kind of give him his kudos. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man has been exonerated. My man's doing his thing. He was a great player. So they did retire his jersey. Did you see this weekend?
Yes.
And he pulls the lever to drop down the Terrence Shannon jersey retirement, and guess what? It unfolds and it's upside down.
As it should be, probably.
Dude, like, this dude can't catch a freaking break, can he? He did catch a break on the charges, like,
Yeah, they got him off. Yeah, that is a little break.
They have put, innocent people have gone to prison, and also guilty people have gotten off.
Yeah, like OJ.
Like OJ. Back to OJ. It all comes back to OJ.
All comes back to the juice.
The juice. By the way, speaking of that, LeBron James, I mentioned him a little bit earlier.
Yeah, people are mad at him.
Dude, that was so soft, bro.
And the only reason people are mad at him is because it's not that you withdraw or whatnot. It's that you don't give the next man an opportunity to step in that limelight. I think that was it.
Like, that wasn't just it. That just infuriated a lot of people. Again,
you see who everybody wanted? Norman Powell.
And how awesome for Norman Powell. He might not ever get back there. He might not. But
best season he's ever had.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's out of control, and you take that spot from him. And then, again, the All-Star didn't have any shine. It was terrible. But for somebody like to have that on their resume, big damn deal. Big deal. Now, the Rebels, I told you, were absolutely terrible in basketball against Mississippi State, but their baseball team did pretty damn good. They beat Arizona, 21st team in the country, and then they ruled, slaughtered Clemson. Did you see that one? The 15th ranked team in the country. They went 2-1, lost to Texas. I think they lost 10-0 in that game, so they did get smoked. But they could be a little bit better than people think. But the cool story is I talked about, like, some cool stories. Well, man, this is ridiculous. Do you know who Luke Hill is?
Ooh, no. Sounds like a great country singer.
Second, he does sound like a great country singer.
Kobe Rogers and Luke Hill.
That is pretty good. Well, my man Luke yesterday against Clemson was 3 hits, 2 homers, a triple, 2 walks, 5 RBI, and 4 runs score. Go get you that day, Luke Hill. And you know what's so funny? Luke Hill, I was talking about him on Saturday night because, I was down in Oxford. His girlfriend, Caroline, is friends with Savannah.
Put some respect on her name. National champion Savannah, sir.
That's right, national champion Savannah.
Sir.
So when we were talking about him and he didn't have the best game on Saturday night, and I was like, don't worry, man. When he gets back in town, make sure you love him anyway. And then the next day, my man goes out and hits 2 bombs, a triple, 5 RBI, and 4 run score. Ole Miss rolls Clemson. Like, run roll, 15-0. That was wild. And then the best story from the weekend was in Auburn baseball. I cried. I don't care. Dude, if you watch that and you don't get emotional, I'm kind of worried that you might be a narcissist. Just saying.
Or OJ.
Or OJ's probably a narcissist, bro. I'm not going to go out on a limb, but I did. I don't think it's reckless speculation. Probably a narcissist. But before I got to OJ again and I just lost my thought, what was my little saying? It was,
the
best
one.
story
yep,
of
you're
the
your best
weekend.
one before you
Thank
go to break.
you. Boy. Cade Ballou is an Auburn baseball player. He finds out his mom dies at 7:15 in the morning. That night, he decides to play. His dad told him that his mom would want him to play. Go out there and play. He says, go play for your mother. Team rallies around him. My man gets up to bat and hits a home run for his mother. Opening day of baseball. It was like, I don't know, man. Like, if you watch it, go to your ex and find it. Boy, I had to call my mama.
And stories like that go in a capsule for me, John. They go in this capsule and they're all led by Brett Favre when his dad died. That Monday night performance where it just seems like the angels were just doing their thing. So all those stories like have a special place in my heart.
Gotta say, I absolutely loved it. And then the other thing I loved is watching the USA kick Canada's ass. How you like me now? I really feel like USA did more damage to Canada, their hockey team, and their country yesterday than even Kendrick Lamar did when he dropped Drake. I love it. Hopefully, Canada, who's playing right now, wins today against Finland. USA will be playing them, if they do win, Thursday in Boston, and we about to open up another can all over your ass. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
Attention homeowners, it's time to score big with Choate's air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and generators. For the first 50 callers who purchase a new carrier system, generator, or tankless water heater, choose between 60 months of no-interest financing or free air duct cleaning, a $500 value. Plus, don't miss our $39 February deals. Choose from a furnace tune-up, a sewer inspection, or an electrical panel inspection. It's the perfect way to prepare your home for the season. But hurry, this winning deal ends February 28th. Don't fumble this opportunity to claim these amazing offers. Call Choates today at 347-8086. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
I know it's not spring yet, but it's close, and right now, it's the perfect time to start thinking and planning for your backyard entertainment. Just so happens Family Leisure is thinking that way too, with their preseason pool and patio sale. Get 2024 pricing on all above-ground pools and patio furniture. Also, secure your spot for pool installation. That way, you can go ahead and start making plans. Lots of new inventory is en route, so in-stock patio furniture is up to 70% off. You want a play gym, a trampoline, how about an outdoor kitchen to go along with that new pool? They're all on sale too. You can get spas up to $3,000 off and save even more by mentioning this ad. You do that, you'll get a $250 gift card with a pool, spa, or patio furniture purchase. Winter won't last forever. Spring will be here soon, so get ready with the preseason pool and patio sale at Family Leisure, Whit Road off I-40, where family and fun all come together.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from
we can be twinsies
to
more shopping. Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Hey everybody, the new Silverado deal of the year, maybe the decade, is here in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet, where all the Silverados are. Yes, you can get financing down to 2.9, plus make no payments for 90 days. Finance your new Blazer, 1.9, no payments for 90 days. Look, it's still love month, so come get a new Silverado or Blazer. You will love no payments till May, and your good credit deserves it. If you're law enforcement, first responders, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get an extra $500 bonus. And if you're looking for certified Silverado Tahoe Suburbans, they're right here at All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch. Every pre-owned you want, Fords, Hondas, Hyundais, dozens of Silverados, they're all here. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. AllStarAutoGroup.com.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Motorboat Monday. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. We got something we're going to bet on, but before we get to gambling, I want to make sure everybody's got protection. You're going to need it. Doesn't matter if you're on the road or on the field. You need the best. Bob Simpson is the best at State Farm. He is going to buckle you up with auto insurance, back your life up with health insurance, take care of your home, no matter if you're an owner or a renter. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Give him a call, 901-381-1233, or go online and get a free quote, bobsimpson.org. I saved $400. Do you remember me telling you that?
Yeah.
Dude, how stupid am I? I've been doing Bob Simpson stuff for so long.
You had a great little State Farm jingle, too.
I was like, and then I reached out to him like, Bob, man, they just jacked my stuff up, man. What's up? And he's like, dude, and I'm like, $400 a month? Like almost $5,000 a year. Thank you, Bob. Go save that money, people. Now let's make some money. I kind of like Kansas State tonight. You like Tang?
Jerome likes Tang. I thought you were talking about the orange Tang. I was like, everybody likes Tang.
I was thinking, there's another kind of Tang that everybody likes too. Who doesn't like Tang? Tang almost in any circumstance. The drink.
Pootie Tang.
I love Pootie Tang. Wasatay. Gonna slap that Pootie on the running side.
I try to stump you. There is nothing that I've seen that you haven't.
Wabatay. Slap that Pootie on the running side. What up?
Look at you.
Mm-hmm. Now, I like Kansas State. I really feel like Jerome Tang's team, man, I'm starting to talk about Tang again. They've been playing pretty good and consistent of late. Utah, on the other hand, they did have a nice win against Kansas. But, man, before that, they've been just kind of like very mediocre. A couple of double-digit losses to some very average teams like Cincinnati, West Virginia. I'm all up on Kansas State on the money line right now, plus the 130. I mean, do you want the 2.5 or do you want the chip? I want the chip, and I'm taking the Tang. Tonight is all about the Tang. Also, I feel like it's a trap. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at that Duke game.
Trap game.
And I'm like, dude, everybody's going to be taking Duke. Like, because why would you take Virginia? Their Hall of Fame coach, Tony Bennett, retired, and the only thing that they resemble is their slow tempo pace because they're outside the top 100 in defense, outside the top 100 in offense. They aren't very good. And who the hell is going to stop Cooper Flagg for Virginia? It feels like a trap because it's like so easy. It's Monday. Like everybody's going to back Duke. But trap my you-know-what. This thing, reverse psychology. They're trying to trick us right here. Duke's legit. They blow them out. They win this game by 20 points. Mark my word. Tomorrow we'll be tearing things up. Hopefully we'll be talking some hoops, a little NFL action. But I am John Harden. He's Darian Newsom. Thanks to Jake Crane and Terry Davis. Y'all get out there and make the world a better place. See y'all on the flip side. Peace.
If wedding bells are in your future, you need an unforgettable engagement ring from a jeweler you can trust. And that's been James Gaddis Jewelers for over 60 years. With a huge selection and the best prices, James Gaddis is a master jeweler and diamondologist. Beautiful jewelry from James Gaddis is always the right choice. Choose from rings to earrings, necklaces to bracelets, and gemstones to watches. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers, 4900 Poplar, online at GaddisJewelers.com and Instagram at Gaddis Jewelers. Say I do at James Gaddis Jewelers.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director of Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. I have been told that my ads are all business and I should share some of my personality. Okay, I love tongue twisters, like the one about the terrific tasting toast by Taste Tester Toaster, or Big Black Bugs, Bleed Blue Blood, and of course Sally and her seashells. Or of course the ever-present I'm a mother pheasant plucker, I pluck mother pheasants. Okay, enough of that. If you want an honest, fair, reasonable roofing, siding, or gutter estimate, call Five-Ash Roofing at 367-0050. That's exactly what you'll get. No empty promises, no high-pressure sales tactics, and no fast-talking salesman trying to convince you that today and only today is the best day for you to get a new roof. For the record, the best day to get a new roof is when you're ready for one. Five-Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Bobby J says get to the Gossett Kia President's Day sales event today at Gossett Kia on the Pike. You'll find 2025 Kia K4 LXS for less than $5 a day at $159 a month with class-leading torque and fuel efficiency. 2025 Kia Telluride S with more power, larger cargo bed area, and more ground clearance than Nissan Pathfinder $398 a month. 2025 Sportage EX, better overall consumer rating than Toyota RAV4, longer warranty for Evans.com at $279 a month. All with $49.99 due at signing. Plus Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Call Bobby J. He'll put you in a new Kia today. Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike. Online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
Acquisition fee 20,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. K4 SEO 233118, MSRP 25320. Telluride SG 59624, MSRP 41060. Sportage S719 2005, MSRP 30660. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through KFA. Excludes tax filing license 895 PF with approved credit. Dealer stock only. CD for complete details. Offer valid through 3/2/2025.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studios, we are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
He was dunking. Like, it just built a lot of brands in the NBA back in the day, like in the late, mid 80s, early 90s, 90s. Like, it was All-Star Weekend was a thing. And I think the NBA is suffering from the same exact thing that the NFL is suffering from as it applies to their All-Star Weekend, which is, what is the relevance of these weekends? What can you do to make these weekends more relevant than what they are? And I think it's because of technology and all of these different things that's going on, fast-paced technology. I think it is a riddle that the NFL or the NBA has yet to figure out.
So the way they laid it out was it's 4 different teams. You had rising stars. You had just like whatever. The TNT crew had their teams, and to break down the different categories, they would all meet up, and then they would go into the final. It just Team Shaq, Kenny, Chuck, Candace Park, like all that stuff. Yep. It was just a fiasco. Like there's too much going on. It was not all that entertaining. It wasn't funny. Like they tried their hardest to try and add comedy to it. It wasn't funny. And so Draymond Green, who is, slowly becoming better and better and better, and his media career after he's done play, it's already blossoming. After his career is over, he's going to be, sitting with, the great former players to ever do it post-career when it comes to the media. He spoke last